It just went to 7:30. Okay. Well, then you can put on 30 for me. That one. Okay. Hold on. Big Thunder Mountain, the wait is an hour. Early.
What else is there?
These dwarfs can't hide Snow White from me.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
Magic mirror on the wall. With this disguise, I'll fool them all. A special death for Snow White.
the coming to an end. Please remain seated and do not dismount your horse until the carousel has come to a full and complete stop. Once the carousel has stopped, please look down, watch your step, and carefully dismount from your horse. Thank you.
Is coming down the track, coming down the track. Going on smoky sun. Little bit up and coming round the little faces there. The little every time and two. Every time it's fun, a little whistle sound. Everybody hurries through the circus grounds. Time for lamb and egg, wag and jack. Casey G is back. Casey G is back. Every time it's fun, a little whistle sound. The circus grounds. Time for lamb and egg, wag and jack. Casey G is back. Casey G is back.
is all.
It looks like our tea party is coming to an end. Please remain seated until your teacup stops, and then follow the signs to the nearest exit. Ta-ta! Please visit us again.
Please remain seated until your teacup has come to a full and complete stop. Please remain seated. Please look down and gather your belongings while you're stuck.
The whale, we go! Hello and welcome aboard! My name is Brooke and I'll be your captain today on your journey to Storybook Land. For your safety, I do need you to watch hands, arms, feet, and legs, keeping them inside the boat at all times. Also do keep a close eye on your little ones. We wouldn't want them to go find Nemo. There are many different ways to travel to Enchanted Lands, but as you can see right now, we've been swallowed by the menacing Monstro the whale. That's right, this very same whale swallowed Pinocchio and Geppetto. But don't you worry, the Blue Fairy has transported us into Storybook Land, home of all your favorite fairy tale characters. And like all good stories, it begins with Once Upon a Time, with the three little pigs. On the run from a big bad wolf, right in the center here you can spot their houses. A house made of straw, a house made of sticks, and of course upon the hill there, that house made with 100% guaranteed wolf-proof bricks. Coming up around the corner is where Alice fell down, down, down the rabbit hole on a golden afternoon. You can spot that rabbit hole where she fell all the way down. Things becoming curiouser and curiouser for Alice when she met the Mad Hatter at his tea party. But if that isn't your cup of tea, fly off just like Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. Right here is London Park, where they flew above the London night sky, on their way to the second star to the right and straight on till morning. Of course, straight ahead we have the golden city of Agrabah, home to Aladdin and the beautiful Princess Jasmine. One day in the marketplace, the princess bumped into Aladdin. He was a thief who certainly stole her heart that day. Thanks to the genie, the two of them went flying over, sideways, and under to a whole new world.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now your circus begins.
Underneath these very same golden archways is where they flew on their journey to a whole new world. But straight ahead lies the forbidden Cave of Wonders. The treasure bears a curse. but the magic of the genie's lamp can still bring you 3 wishes. So let's all make a wish together on the count of 1, 2, 3. Everybody close your eyes and make a wish. We'll see if it comes true. Of course, now we have the kingdom, home to many wishes and many princesses. Snow White had a wish that one day her prince would come, and you can find her on the right-hand side in that cozy cottage with the 7 dwarfs. Over on the left side, we have that blue house belonging to Cinderella. She lived right over there with her stepmother and 2 wicked stepsisters, and she had a wish to go to the ball. Cinderella's wish came true with a bibbidi-bobbidi-boo. Right upon the bridge, you can spot her pumpkin carriage. Now she danced all night long with her Prince Charming until the stroke of midnight. He had to return her glass slipper. While magic may have its limits, true love does not. Cinderella and her prince lived happily ever after. Here comes Casey Jr. coming down the tracks on the left-hand side. Check out those monkeys and wild animals aboard the train. Those nice flowers, plants, and succulents you've seen are inspired by the Walt Disney Silly Symphony cartoon. Storybook Land opened on the first day of Disneyland, July 17, 1955, and it has some of the oldest trees in all of Disneyland Park, 2 of them being over 100 years old. Coming up on the left-hand side is another one of those old stories, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Right at Toad Hall, you can get behind the wheel of your very own buggy, but you might be on a wild ride too. Nowhere in particular. And of course, the Frozen Kingdom of Arendelle, home to Sisters Anna and Queen Elsa. Upon that mountaintop, you can spot Elsa's ice palace. Here's where the sisters traveled into the unknown to save their kingdom from a snowstorm. Straight ahead, we return to Pinocchio's village. Right here is where our journey began not too long ago, and where his wish to become a real boy was granted. On the left-hand side is Wandering Oaken, who's always having a big summer blowout. Yoo-hoo! Lastly, but certainly not least, we have Ariel's Seaside Castle. The Little Mermaid, she swam up to shore to become part of our world, trading away her voice and fins to the sea witch Ursula. Of course, Ariel's journey began deep under the sea. Right behind you inside the waterfall is Atlantida, the Mermaid Kingdom, ruled by King Triton. Now, my friends, as our story comes to an end, I need you to remain fully seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And those on the dockside, please watch your hands, arms, and fingers. I hope you have a great rest of your day at Disneyland. Please remain seated.
All right, you guys, remain seated just another moment for me as I undo this chain here. We're all going to stand up together.
sliding. Look at that, she's cleaning our feet. Oh, so sweet. Oh, we'll wait for some. Oh, okay, perfect. Let's go hit something. Wave goodbye to everybody on the dock. Bye. You're never gonna see any of those people ever again. Hello, friends, and welcome on board the Hondo Hattie. My name is Skipper Emily, and I'll be your skipper for as far as we manage. For your safety, please stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. Parents supervise your children at all times. Oh my gosh, do you guys feel that? Good for you. I've been dying to feel something for years. Look, danger! Right over there. Our very first sign of danger. Don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. Our very first signs of wildlife up ahead here on my left. That's right, they walk on their hind legs, they travel in packs, and it's not the adults you need to worry about, it's the small ones. They're gonna leech onto that adult for 18 to 25 years and bleed them dry. I wouldn't know, ask my mom. Over here is a 500-pound Himalayan tiger. We call him that because sometimes Himalayan over there, sometimes Himalayan over there. Today him is standing on that rock right over there. Oh look, 3 of my best friends from high school made it out today. Hi! We used to have history together. I know. Oh, look at this ancient Indian elephant statue. I think she lost her eye contact years ago. Don't worry, she can't see us right now. She's looking for it. Oh, and the secret Indian elephant bathing pool. Please take all the pictures and videos that you would like. Yeah, they all have their trunks on, so it won't be weird. If you do want any pictures or videos of me, I don't blame you. Sir, don't show my mom. She thinks I'm a lawyer. That didn't happen. In the shower, there is Bertha. She's been in there for so long, letting us know the longer you shower, the more you turn into an elephant. I wouldn't know. I don't shower. Yeah. Hey, Squirt. That was just a joke. That's what I do. That's kind of the whole thing. Thank you. Oh gosh. Okay, everyone duck, 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 goose. Don't worry. That's just a lot of dry humor. I would never put you in any serious danger. Oh, look, danger. Let's get closer. Yeah. Oh, it looks like a family of gorillas has taken over the camp today. Looks like they've gone absolutely ape, completely bananas if you ask me. You know, funny story, they kind of remind me of my in-laws. And the little guy holding the gun reminds me of an outlaw. And for those of you who don't know the difference between an in-law and an outlaw, just remember, outlaws are wanted. Thank you. Now if you direct your attention to the very front of the boat, you're gonna see the most beautiful wonder in the entire world. No, that's just a waterfall. Yeah, we're gonna go over it later. All together. Oh, up here, folks, we have Bobo, the amazing African bull elephant, known for his large ears, long tusks, and his incredible memory. I wish I had a memory that good. I forget everything. Take as many pictures and videos as you want. He's the only one that you're going to see today. Over here, folks, we have the amazing African bull elephant named Bobo. Bobo's known for his large ears, his long tusks, and his incredible memory. I wish I had a memory as good as that. I nearly forget everything. It's terrible. Hope you got all the pictures and videos you wanted. He's the only one that we're going to see today. Oh, look, the African veldt, home to a wide variety of animals. I'm an expert. Allow me to name them off. We have Jerry, Evan, Courtney, Taylor, who else? Ian. I'm really great at naming these animals, you guys. Oh, and look, that zebra's being taken care of by those lions. Oh, I bet he's dead. Tired. Oh my gosh. Dead tired. Don't worry. He'll rest in peace. Oh, he's giving Felix. Folks, you know, I told Felix never ever argue with rhinos. They do get their point across in the end. Oh dear. Right over there. Oh, they really come out of nowhere. Now, folks, allow me to point out some of my favorite plants to you. Thank you. Oh, what do we have here? An angry pool full of hippopotami. Oh, okay, they're charging them out. Everyone cover your ears. I'm going to scare them off. That didn't work. Let me scare them the same way I scared off my last relationship. I love you! gets them every time. Yeah. Don't worry though, I got the two in the tree. They don't tell you about tree hippos, folks. They're the stealthiest animals in the jungle because just when you think you know right where they are, they get the drop on you. Crazy stuff, sweetheart. I know. Now, friends, you know, some people say, Emily, your job is so easy. I bet you even a monkey could do it. Could you guys imagine a monkey driving a boat backwards into the jungle for 7.5 minutes for 8.5 hours throughout the day? That's crazy. Look over there. You're never going to find a monkey driving a boat in the jungle. I mean, really. Oh, and look at this. These two love bugs really decided to get into butterflies, folks. You know, I gotta say personally, I could never really get into butterflies. They just aren't what they used to be. You know, caterpillars. I know, crazy. Oh no, what do we have here, folks? That's right, the moment you've all waited for. The 8th wonder of the world. A stupendous, incredible backside of water! And the less exciting front side of rocks. There it is. Look, quick, ahead on your left. Right over there. Oh, look up ahead on the right. Right up there. Okay, everybody duck. No, right there. Oh, look up ahead there, folks. Looks like there's a 24-foot long python in that tree. I can tell it's a python and not a boa. And no feathers. Yeah, pretty obvious stuff here. Yeah, they say never get into a relationship with a snake. It can be rather constricting. I know. Oh, look, it's our lost in our gift shop. Yes, we're reselling your lost items. Please pick them up immediately for a price. Oh, look at the two at the top. Oh, they've been trying to set that record all morning. Don't worry. They'll break it eventually. This is Ellie. Yeah, if you think there's water coming out of her trunk, well, it's not. Yeah, it's not water. She's really the biggest booger. Please stay seated, folks. Thank you. Now, friends, as you're on the corner and approach the dock, I kindly ask you to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, continue supervising your children at all times. Unless you don't feel like it, I don't get paid to babysit them. No, folks, it's been real, and I hope you had fun. Can't say it's been real fun. Here at the Jungle Cruise, we do put the fun in no refunds. Now, friends, there's something I've been dying to tell you ever since you got into my boat today. And I do mean this from the bottom of my heart. Get out. That was kind of rude, please. Get out.
Mark Twain is not just the name of a riverboat or a great American author. It also means the water here is 2 fathoms deep. That means it's safe enough for us to proceed on our steam-powered journey along the rivers of America. On our trip, we'll visit the magnificent Columbia of the Great Northwest, the graceful Missouri of the windswept plains, and the rugged Rio Grande along the border of Texas and Mexico. I'll be sure to point out interesting sights along the way, and even tell you about a legend or two. We begin our trip right here on the mighty Mississippi, heading south and ending up down in New Orleans.
In the Southland, there's a city way down on the river. The women are very pretty, and all the men do the river. They got music, it's all been playing. Starting in the daytime, go all through the night. When you hear that music playing, hear what I'm saying.
New Orleans is rich in history, music, good food, and ghost stories. One of those stories involves the old mansion you see over there on the hill. I've heard it said that the place is haunted, filled with 999 ghosts, ghouls, and goblins. And they're looking for one more to make it an even 1,000. If you're brave enough, you should see for yourself after we arrive back at the landing in Frontierland. We're now passing Fowler's Harbor. This is home port for the three-masted windjammer, the Columbia, the first American ship to circumnavigate the globe. Here's a bit of history for you. The Columbia set sail from Boston Harbor in 1787. She rounded Cape Horn and became the first American ship to carry the Stars and Stripes. Most famous landmark in this area is Tiana's Foods, built on an old salt dome and home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. From here, you might spot guests making quite a splash at Princess Tiana's party. Head on over when you get the chance. You're almost there. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is part of Bayou Country, a welcoming wilderness filled with tall trees and tall tales about animals that talk, play music, and sing. Don't you just love tall tales? While you're in Bayou Country, you might want to grab a paddle and try your hand at the Explorer canoes. You can work up a real good sweat rowing one of those around the river. Me, I'll take the comfort of the Mark Twain Riverboat any day. As we head into the remote areas of the rivers of America, you're in for a real treat. I've been navigating these parts for years now, but I never get tired of taking in the breathtaking beauty of the Columbia River. The majestic trees, the stunning rock formations, the cascading waterfalls, the moose, deer, and elk along the banks. It's all so magnificent and so peaceful. To the side of the river is an Indian chief, and I do believe he's giving us a sign of peace. That means we're all clear as we head up the Missouri River to the home of the Plains Indians. Off the port side of the riverboat is a wise old ship, sharing a story for all of us to hear. He's telling the tale of how a woodpecker taught a young tribesman to take a hollowed-out branch and turn it into that most wondrous of musical instruments, the flute. It's a legend the Lakota passed down from generation to generation. And there, just beyond the shaman, is a tribe of Plains Indians setting up their camp along the banks of the river. They'll be here for a few months and then move on. As we continue our journey, keep a close eye on the riverbanks. There's a good chance we might catch a glimpse of moose, mountain lions, and other wildlife. The starboard side is Pirate's Lair at Tom Sawyer Island. Young Tom always said he wanted to be a pirate, and I think I see why. If you're a pirate, you don't need to get up early in the morning and go to school. And you never have to wash your face and hands. All you have to do is just look for treasure all day long. At least that's what Tom Sawyer thought. Back into civilization along the Rio Grande. Off in the distance are the towering buttes of Big Thunder Mountain. Rumor has it that the railroad built to haul gold out of the mountain has been seized by supernatural forces, and they've turned the mining trains into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Of course, that may be just another legend of the river. Just ahead is the Frontier Landing, where our journey begins. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the Mark Twain Riverboat. At this time, we ask that you prepare to disembark. If you're on one of the upper decks, please make your way down to the first deck. The stairways to the right side and the back of the boat may offer the quickest and easiest ride. We hope you enjoyed your voyage with us and that you'll visit us again real soon.
inside the train. Parents, please supervise your little ones, ensure that they are fully seated on the bench or on the lap and away from any of our train openings. Our next stop will be New Orleans Square Station.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square. This station also serves Frontierland and please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting on. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
Alright, let's start our approaching station. Please show up to needed until the train comes to a complete stop. We are now approaching New Orleans Square Station. Here are some stops in Star Wars Galaxy Edge. Once again, folks, please continue to remain seated until this train comes to a complete stop. Thank you and welcome to the bayou. Welcome aboard the Holiday 5 here at the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, please remain seated at all times, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Parents, please supervise your little ones, ensuring that they are fully seated on the bench or on the lap and away from any of our train openings. Our next stop will be Mickey's Toontown.
For those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños.
We're now entering the bayou. Home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Take a sneak peek, then party Princess Tiana's Bowl, where the welcome and peace is And when it comes to sweetness, the inhabitants of the land we're passing over are the bee's knees. Here in Bayou Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Louis the Alligator, and other beloved critters on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams and the stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Hello everyone! Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto its small world just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star steamers, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, a the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astro blasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
Alrighty friends, as we're approaching the station, it should be completed until the train comes to a full and stop. Tomorrowland Disney software is a big our safety is on the road. But now, our joy has much fun. Moving our cars to the train means fully seated until the train comes to a full stop. Good luck. Hi friends, welcome with the Holiday 5 here at the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, please remain seated at all times, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Parents, please supervise your little ones and ensure that they are fully seated on the lap or on the bench and away from their neighbors. Our next stop will be Main Street Station. So before we reach Main Street, we're going to take a quick trip back to the time before our diagram. Just a friendly reminder, there's no flash photography or light up toys allowed inside of our jungle. Thank you.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tomen fotografías con flash.
We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street.
Alrighty, folks, as we're approaching for our wheelchair and stroller parking lot. Main Street is stairs only. There are no ramps or elevators located on the train. Fully seated so the train thank you and welcome.
Your attention